And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with Keith Fustel on a beautiful Saturday. What a card we have today. 9 live races, couple stake races. But real quick, we just got treated to a nice little stallion show right here in the paddock. We do this show live by the historic Laurel Park paddock, and a new stallion here in Maryland. The stallion ranks here in Maryland keep getting stronger and
better
stronger.
and better. Yep.
All the big breeding farms with new stallions, and we just saw a new stallion that's going to stand up at Anchor and Hope up in Northeast Maryland. Long River, a Grade 1 winning son of A.P. Indy out of the Grade 1 winner Round Pond. So Long River, a talented A.P. Indy, new stallion here in Maryland.
A lot of versatility in that breed. You got to love it. And as you say, just the breeding getting better and better each season in Maryland, and it's showing. We're seeing some younger stallions, Great Notion. I think the horses, the list goes on and on right now. And they're making an impact, just not here, throughout the Mid-Atlantic and nationwide. You're seeing guys come in from California, pluck in horses. So it's a tribute to what's been done in this area, especially within the Maryland racing industry of late.
The Stallions and the Maryland Breds. Nick's Go is going to give us a little Derby thrill next year, hopefully. Knock on wood. Hopefully they save them for the Preakness as well. So that's long in the future. Let's show you what's going on today. We have 2 knockout stake races today. The $100,000 Willa on the Move stakes. That's race 7. Then the $75,000 Geisha stakes in race 8 for Maryland bred, Maryland sired filly and mares. A couple real nice stake races today. Miss Locust Point, this year's last February's Grade 2 Barbara Fritchie winner. Miss Locust Point makes a comeback today in the Willa on the Move for Trainer John Service.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Crab Cakes, we're not going to see her today scratched out of there. But the focus, Miss Locust Point, on her return to the races. As you say, a graded stakes winning sprinter. I think Shimmering Aspen is poised to she looks like she's coming back to her top form. Would not surprise me if she got the job done. But a quality field, both stakes races. Great job by the racing office and everybody involved on this Saturday card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, racing secretary Chris Murs and stakes coordinator Coley Blind and the whole team in there doing a great job. The whole card today is pretty solid. Let's show you a picture of the main track. Main track is fast today. Inside, outside, everything looks pretty good. Fast track, there you see it. It looks like they have it sealed right now. We'll see what happen. Well, there's a rain in the forecast, so maybe that's why they have it sealed right now.
Yeah, we're going to have to really monitor this racetrack as the day goes on. I think in the next maybe 2 hours it's supposed to start. To what extent and to how strong, I'm not so sure. We'll have to. Robin will have that for us for the scratches and changes.
All right, here we go. Race 1, we start the rolling super high 5. Little carryover in the super high 5 here in race 1, $2,902. Low 15% takeout for the rolling super high 5. We have it every race with 7 or more, so they don't hit it in race 1. Keep your eye on it. That'll carry over to the second race. Also, race 1 kicks off the early pick 5. Both your pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. And it's a mandatory payout on this early pick 5. And speaking of pick 5s and industry low 12% takeouts, nobody hit the Stronach 5 yesterday. So that'll be a big carryover next Friday. Over 88,000 in the Stronach 5 carryover next Friday.
I'll give you something to save up for and take a shot at. Yeah, there was maybe have been one live ticket. Is that all? If I remember correctly, watching it yesterday. But look at that carryover, 88,000. Get ready for next Friday.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, guys. Thanks for putting that up there. So the entries for Friday, they come out tomorrow afternoon. But let's get right to it here today. Race 1 to kick off all the action. We're going 7 furlongs, maiden claiming 25,000 3-year-olds and upward. And I go to the far outside here in race 1. The 9, my top pick, Crush It for trainer Mary Epler, a 3-year-old son of Not For Love. Rosario Montanez will ride his horse, well seasoned to get to 7 furlongs. He's gone a route. He went a mile going on the turf, a mile in debut, maiden 25. Didn't run very well that day, but at least got a race under his belt. Ran a lot better on the dirt last out, going a mile against maiden 25. Real good third that day. Big improvement, 60 Beyer speed figure. So I think he improves even more today in his third career start. Glengar, the winner of that race, was dropping out of a maiden special weight. So I love the 9, Crush It here in race 1.
Yeah, Arrive in Style is also out of that race. And Arrive in Style, the 4-horse this afternoon, was involved in a pretty spirited duel, but had a good trip sitting outside of the other speed horse. It was a long shot that added blinkers, and they got into it right from the get-go and battled till about mid-stretch. Crush It had a perfect trip. came up the inside, just kind of a mild rally late, a little flattening, if you might even say, but I think he should improve. Mary's horse is very good second out, a little bit of more bottom underneath of this horse. I think get some speed to target. We'll make a run into it. I go to the 5 Maynooth, 0 for 11, but he's got 4 seconds. I think he's a better sprinter on the dirt. I think this is his best game at 7 furlongs. You go back to some of the horses he faces, including Old Time Revival. Yeah, he got a little sour on the grass, going long on the grass in the summertime. He's got a little freshening here. He ran well in his debut. This is a little bit of a relief from those dirt races he faced, back last winter.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a real nice level for him coming back off the layoff. He's 4 for 5 in the money here at Laurel Park on the main track. You get Vargas to ride. Vargas was on this horse for some of his best races on the dirt last winter.
Yes.
So Vargas gets back aboard the 5 Maynooth. Been working well here in the mornings for trainer Cal Lynch. 9-5 for me, 5-9 for you on top. The 4 I like a little bit here, Arriving Style. Yeah, went to the front last out, going a mile, got a little tired. That day at 2-1. Now cuts back to 7 furlongs today. Victor Carrasco back aboard for Claudio. They've been winning a bunch of races together. Victor and Claudio 31% together recently. So I think the 4 Arriving Styles hopefully can finish a little bit better today, going 7 furlongs.
Yeah, he had every right to get a little bit weary. The race prior to that was an A other than for boys, and their internals were 24-1, 47-2. Arriving Style 23-2, 46-4. Clearly quicker, was dueling, but he had the best of it. He was sitting just outside of another horse. I think at the 8, Arrivederci is going to keep Arriving Style in his sights. I think they're going to go ahead and hook up around the turn, setting it up for one of these closers, possibly the 5 Maynooth, my top selection, and your top selection. Crush it. The 1 Pessionite, I like the improvement, stepping up a little bit. He's going to have to run a top if he's going to beat these, but I like that he's in form. He's improved since being gelded and moving into the Nest Barn.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 2 is going to kick off the early pick 4 in the second race. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 25,000 filly and mares 3 and up. A salty group of open 25,000 claimers here in race 2. My best bet of the day is the 2 Polite Pearl. You like the 4. I didn't use the 4, but the 4 is dangerous. We have a video spotlight to show you of the 4 Renaissance Rosie. Here's the big win early September against 2 other than Allowance Company. A big win this day right here at Laurel Park. This was her 4th win here at Laurel.
And you see her just under a rating hold outside of a pretty quick filly by the name of DJ's Favorite from the Linda Rice barn. But Renaissance Rosie relaxed kindly outside of that one, is able to secure command around the turn, end up going clear in mid-stretch and holding firm under a drive was Renaissance Rosie. Similar trip, I think, this afternoon, Stan, with the speed of Polite Pearl to her inside. I don't know if Polite Pearl's a little bit quicker than DJ's Favorite. She might have to work a little bit harder, but I like the move transitioning back off of that sprint. I should say off of that route, off the synthetics up at Presque Isle. That's not her game. No. Coming back to the sprint, she's going to be poised just outside of Polite Pearl. But they're going to hook up, and she's also going to face some outside pressure from Trusty Roll, the 6 horse in here, who's in great form for Hugh McMahon. Now I see the duel. I'm going to use a bomb in here with Moon Vision.
With the Moon Vision, Aria. First off the claim for Trombetta. Julian Pimentel will ride. Moon Vision, a 3-time winner here at Laurel. Sharp Bullet workout from the gate, 3 furlongs last weekend here at Laurel. I didn't use the 1, but you'll get a big price there.
Yeah, this is a horse Country Life used to have, and you go back way back in her stats. She was a deeper closer early on in her career. The protect move here, a claim, not in for the tag. I like this move, Moon Vision. She's going to get a setup. Working very well, and we know Trombetta, off these 180-day layoffs, he's strong at a good ROI. I fear the 1. I've probably got her line too high at 15. The Country Life Farm money's probably going to come in, but clearly I think your favorites are going to be the 2 and the 4.
I go with the favorite as my best bet. Polite Pearl, sharp winner here at Laurel. Last out, that was late September. She's 2 for 2 here at Laurel. Now, she's had about 2 months off, but the trainer, Kevin Patterson, coming back off this kind of layoff from a 75-horse sampling. He's 51% in a positive ROI. He's 54% positive ROI from a big sampling when he teams up with Arnaldo Boca Chica. So the 2 Polite Pearl right to the front. Yeah, Renaissance Rosie the key, though. If Renaissance Rosie goes with Polite Pearl and they set a suicide early duel, that could set it up for a closer. Now, the reason I didn't use Renaissance Rosie, What was, I don't know what went into going into that synthetic stake up there at Presque Isle, 24-1, got clobbered. You just wonder, did she recover from that okay? And is she going to rebound to her top form now that she's back in the right race?
That's the whole key. We've got Forest Boyce, though. I like the choice of rider. Forest Boyce, I think, had a winner the other day, Dirty Foot. Similar type of trip on the Robbie Bales horse. Just sat outside the speed, nursed that horse along, and boy, she really, he really took off when given the cue of the upper stretch. Hopefully we got a repeat here with the 4 Renaissance Rosie, but I think Moon Vision to come rolling in here.
All right, so a real nice open 25,000 claimer there for filly and mares. Some nice filly and mares there in race 2. Let's turn the page here. Race 3, we're going a flat mile, 25,000 starter allowance condition, 3 and up. Never won 2 is the condition here in race 3. I go to the 3, Uno Dancer on top. Horacio Caramanos on this 3-year-old son of Macho Uno for trainer Jose Corrales. Beaten favored at this level last out. A decent second, though, behind Sparty. That was going 7 furlongs. Gets to stretch that speed out to a mile today. This horse broke his maiden on the main track here at Laurel, going a mile against maiden special weight. That was late June, went right to the front that day, so maybe right to the front once again today for the 3 Uno Dancer, stretching back out to a mile today.
Yeah, I like the way this horse rated just outside of her rival Sparty, just a little too good. Resurged the final eighth of a mile in that race, but stretching out, breeding the mile should be perfect for Uno Dancer. This is a tough little race, though. I struggled really coming up with a solid winner. I went for a price, opted for a price to the outside with Smoking Hot Factor. Second off the claim. Not a bad move here by Wasabi and Dorothy Wharton. 2 for 11, 7 for 11 in the money with an ROI of over $3, even better with the router. So Smoking Hot Factor had to be used 4 wide into a little bit of a slower pace. Did all the dirty work going 2 turns. It dropped back to 1 turn. I think this horse is okay. I don't think he has to run much better than that last to win it.
Well, I didn't use the 8, but he had a good stat there. Dorothy, second off the claim for Wasabi. You get 5 pounds off with the Bug Boy Western Hamilton. You'll get a good price there on the 8 Smoking Hot Factor. I have the 3 on top. The 6 I use. We both have the 6 Vincent Van Gogh in our exacta. This horse taking a little drop from first level allowance company into a starter allowance 2 life today. It was a good third against Allowance Company, 2 back. Didn't run very well last out at all behind Bronx Sandman, but it gets a little class relief today, I think, for the 6 Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah, I guess you can give him a pass on that last race. I hope that was an indicator that he's kind of tailing off. Either one of the races prior to that would put him right into the picture. He's faced better horses, no doubt about it. Tis he the one who's razor sharp right now, and Bronx Sandman. Jump Jive and Whale came back, yesterday or the day before, ran an 85 fig.
All right, and you might get another nice price on a Claudio Gonzalez horse there. The 7 Johnny Banks, a big win first off the claim here at Laurel. Now steps up, facing winners for the first time. Claudio's been on a roll. He's having a big weekend, and we'll get a decent price here on the 7 Johnny Banks.
Okay.
All right, turn the page. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, I have a ticket today for the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Nice carryover. Starts in race 4. We'll check it out right after this.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
Okay, here we go. Welcome back. Let's check out today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Nobody hit it yesterday. Well, it paid 4 out of 6 yesterday. There's today's carryover, $3,428 for the Rainbow Pick 6. I have a ticket. Let's check it out. $38.40 play. I'm going to go 4 deep in these first couple races. They were tough races. Tough races to handicap. I'll hope for a little price here. Race 4, I go with the 2, 7, 8, 11. My top pick here in race 4 is a price play. I like the 8 Corvid at 5-1. Jockey Jorge Riaz, he had, a 2-win day yesterday. He's on this 3-year-old filly for Jana Fisher III. But going 4 deep here in race 4. Go 4 deep again in race 5 with the 2, 5, 10. In the 13, then I'll single in race 6. That's a nice first level allowance race for 2-year-olds. Going 2 turns. I'm going to single on the promising 2-year-old for trainer Mike Trombetta, a homebred for Live Oak Stud. The 8 Olympic Village is going to be a popular favorite there in race 6. He has a big number that just jumps off the page at you from that big maiden score here at Laurel. So Pimentel and Trombetta with the heavy favorite, Olympic Village, number 8 in race 6. Race 7, the $100,000 Willow on the move. I know I don't have the 5 Miss Locust Point on my ticket here. She's going to be dangerous coming off the layoff, but I like the other 3 here. I go with the 6 on top, Liz's Cable Girl, looking for 5 in a row for trainer Patrick McBurney. I also think the 9 Shimmering Aspen sitting on a big race. And how about the grade 3 winner from Charlestown, Late Night Powwow, looking for 7 in a row for trainer Javier Contreras. So I used the 4, 6, 9 in the Willow on the move. Race 8, the Geisha, the defending champs in there. The 11, My Magician, but the 9, Riley's Choice, also in very good form right now as well. Then race 9, I go with the 14, Telecommunication on top. I'll throw the 12, Slim in there. Slim at 12 to 1. Could maybe rally to pull off the upset in race 9 with Oscar Mancia aboard for Mike Giralles. So don't toss out Slim
be
there.
Giving out Slim Jims after you hit this thing, huh? Yeah. Free Slim Jims on stand.
That's right. All right, let's check out race 4, pick 6 time. Also, we start the middle pick 4 here in the 4th race. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000. Filly mares 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. This is not the toughest group at all. So I went shopping for a little bit of a price. The 8, Corvid, a good second at this level. I think this filly's a closing sprinter. She rallied from far back 2 starts ago at this level, going 6 furlongs. Got up for a good second that day at 21 to 1. Yeah, she was beaten by 7 lengths, but a decent effort. A 44 buyer. They stretched her out to a mile last out, and she didn't run very well. I don't think a mile's her game. I think she's a closing sprinter. There's not much in this race. Riaz can just come wide with the 8 Corvid and try to nail him late.
Yeah, she got the better of a couple of these 2 races back. Went right up your alley. The 11 went out there, set an awfully quick pace. I think the race is going to go through the 11 again today. Mary Epler riding a hot hand. She had 2 winners and a third yesterday. She looks like the clear speed. I get a little upset here with the 3, Sweet Tweet. Ferris struck at a big price yesterday to get you going. Sweet Tweet did all the chasing last time. Was down inside, eased out. I thought this horse was going to make a little bit of move. She looked poised and just faded a little bit. Now she's third off of a layoff. If these 2 don't go away too quickly, I think they can hang around against this group. A lot of these horses are just deeper closers. They can get the jump on them. Maybe Madry Muggs as well. The 7 sitting there at a square price, 30 to 1 last time. Finally gets down to the nickel 2 in life. I know her last 2 beaten 7, 8 lengths against okay fields, but I got a feeling she's going to fire one of her better races and close into this pace this afternoon.
The 7, yeah, absolutely. The 7 has a good shot here on the drop for our man Sam Davis. So race 4 is wide open. I go 4 deep there to start the pick 6. Let's check out the late pick 5. Sorry, guys, no carryover today in the late pick 5. 1 ticket took it down yesterday for a few bucks shy of $60,000. What a nice score that was yesterday. You had to have some prices on your ticket. And, yeah, $60,000, the late pick 5. Almost paid $60,000 yesterday.
I tell you, you give a great pick. You give a great pick yesterday with Papacho.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Didn't have the other one.
We're up in the press box, and Frank Vespi was rolling right along, had a couple big bombs. You know who he didn't have? You know, and I like the angle. He tried to beat Claudio with the 3 horse that was coming in from California that ended up winning. He had everybody else. Tough beat for the guys upstairs, but you know, hats off to whoever worked through and got the job done on that pick 5 ticket. It's fun when we get targets like that to run at in a late pick 5.
But, hopefully they jump back in today. We still have that industry low 12% takeout on both pick 5s here at Laurel Park. So I'm 4 deep in race 5. I think it's wide open. A nickel 3 life for 3-year-olds. Straight 3-year-olds or 4 and up, never won 3 is the condition. Going 6 furlongs, and I go with the 2, Man of Wiregrass on top. Second time off the claim for trainer Kieran McGee. Weston Hamilton will ride a good 3rd last out, a big improvement last out. Kieran claimed this horse for $5,000 back in September. Gave him some time off, came right back at the nickel 3 life level, and a decent 3rd that day with a nice 63 buyer. Weston Hamilton gets aboard today. I'll take a shot here with the 2, Man of Wiregrass, I think, getting back in good form for the new connections.
Yeah, plenty of speed in this race, and I agree with you. I think it's going to have a setup for the 2 and the 13. Similar styles as last time. Man of Wiregrass, a slight edge though, second time off of a break, strong angle for ground, second time Kieran. This horse will move up inside, get a little bit of cover around the turn, and I think will fire his best shot home to roll on past the speed.
All right, so we both have a 213 here. Who's the 13
Uncle
on the
Billy
far?
out of the same
Uncle
race. He was in front of Man of Wiregrass last time, but all the way out there being hung out a little bit. He was able to save ground last time. I think tables might be turned this afternoon.
All right, so we both like some same horses there in race 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 kicks off the late pick 4. A nice allowance race for 2-year-olds going a mile and a 16th. Keith, you have a late pick 4 ticket. Let's check it out.
Yeah, affordable $24 with a single. This, I guess, is going to be a lot of people's free square. They're hoping today. Let's hope Trombi can follow through at a short price with the 8 Olympic Village. Looks like he's really kind of figuring things out. Little green even still in the last race. So single the 8 in race 6, 4, 5, 9 in race 7. I'm going to use Late Night Powwow, Miss Locust Point, and Shimmering Aspen. We go 4 deep in the last 2. 6, 8, 9, 11 in the Geisha, and then the 9th, 1, 5, 6, 11. I'm going to toss the Fave Telecommunication, really try to blow things up here because I know I've got that heavy, probably going to be a 4 to 5, 6 to 5 kind of shot there to get you started in race 6.
All right, so let's check out the first leg of this late pick 4, race 6. Nice first level allowance condition, optional claiming $50,000 for some nice 2-year-olds here, going a mile and a 16th. I have the 8 on top. You have the 8 on top. The 8 Olympic Village is going to be a heavy favorite. We have a video spotlight to show you of his last race. A nice maiden special weight win. Going 7 furlongs. It was only his second career start. He won by 2.5. Went 23-1 for the 7 furlongs. That's pretty quick. And that 75 buyer speed figure just jumps off the page at you against this group today.
Awfully gaudy. A little bit green in debut. Ran sneaky good even with that greenness. And again, great ride by Pimentel. Got cover around the turn, relaxed behind horses. But watch this, going even to the past the 8th pole after assuming command, a little bit of a drift in, still a little bit green, trying to get this 2-year-old straightened with the left-handed stick. He did, and actually to the wire, he was wrapped up the last 30, 40 yards. He had something left in the tank. I don't mind the stretch out. The biggest thing I kind of have to overcome here is this outside post. What's he going to do? Not a lot of quality speed, straight shooters up to the front.
Right.
Pimentel, he'll figure it out in the opening 1/8 of a mile, decide what he wants to do. But future looks bright for this horse. I think he's still figuring things out.
All right, so we both have him on top. The 8 Olympic Village is going to be tough here in race 6. The 5 Caledon. We both have a cold triple on top here, 853. Caledon's done nothing wrong in 4 career starts for trainer Anthony Pecoraro, who's having a big year. Jeremy Rose on this 2-year-old colt. He's won 3 in a row, and all going around the ground, right?
2 turns, yeah. Delaware, even the miles, 2 turns up there, right?
Yep,
so that's key.
Yep. He'll be tough. And then the 3, Strive for a Cure for trainer Dale Capuano. Dale went up to New York and got the money at 10-1 with the Bug Boy Weston Hamilton. Nice job, Dale. And then a real good 3rd going a mile against Stakes Company last out up there at Belmont.
Yeah, pretty solid group. A little shorter field here to deal with. You're dealing with a big 12-horse field. Going the mile at Belmont, was willing to the wire after kind of pretty good move into the lane. I like Strive for a Cure as well, but that advantage, that 2-turn advantage, could bode well for Caledon. But this 8 looks like he's got some talent. There wasn't a whole lot. The mare was 0 for 2. I don't know if there was one other foal. I couldn't find a whole lot, but what he's showing initially looks good, keying up against the right kind of horses as well.
All right, so a real nice allowance race there to kick off the late pick 4. Then we have 2 stake races for you. Race 7, the $100,000 Willa on the Move Stakes for filly mares 3 and up, going 6 furlongs on the main track. We start the final pick 3 of the day here in race 7. Now, we've had some key scratches out of the race, still a big field, but the 1 Crab Cakes, who was 7-2 morning line, she was my top pick. The 1 Crab Cakes is out. The 3 She's a Chance 2 is out. The 7 Zipper's Hero is out. She was going to be some early speed. Zipper's Hero is out, and then there's one more scratch to the outside horse, the Tim Keefe horse, the 11 Bath and Tennis is out. So still a talented field. You go with the 9 Shimmering Aspen on top. She'll be awfully tough. Let's start with her. Looks like she's rounding back in the top form right now for trainer Rodney Jenkins. She's always been a talented 4-year-old daughter of Malibu Moon. She fired a 97 buyer, winning the Twix Stakes here at Laurel Park when she was a 3-year-old 2 summers ago. So she's capable of running a monster race, and she might be sitting on a big one today.
And look at her workouts leading in. I know Rodney, he doesn't mind letting these horses roll in the morning. This horse looks like she's just thriving right now. Got kind of off of her game a little bit when running up at Charlestown. The race prior to that 97, that was over a good surface, okay? Over a wet surface, this horse owns a 97. This track certainly by this time of the day could have some moisture in it if this rain comes into town. And Shimmering Aspen has the benefit of being drawn towards the outside of the speed. I think she's rateable. I think she can come from a couple lengths off of it. She doesn't have to be right with those horses up front.
So she'll be awfully tough. She'll be a main factor in the final strides for sure. The 6, Liz's Cable Girl, is going to try to go right to the front and set fast early fractions. This filly, 4-year-old filly by Cable Boy, she can go 21 and change, 44 and change. She's won 4 in a row for trainer Patrick McBurney. He gets a top local rider here. I like that. He gets Fergal Lynch to ride instead of bringing in some out-of-town rider. He gets a local guy here to ride the 6, Liz's Cable Girl. She just looks awfully good right now. 91 buyer with the win, 2 back against Stakes Company at Parks. Just galloped in a wide-open allowance condition last out up there at Parks. So she's been a little time off since that last race early October, but she's riding the hot hand right now. I have her on top here.
She just hit another level right now. You know, she's got to win over this racetrack, but she's clearly better now than what she was going back in October of 17, and she's going to keep Miss Locust Point honest up front. We have a video, don't we, guys, of Miss Locust Point? The favorite, I believe she's still going to be a favorite, maybe a silent favorite now that Crab Cakes is out. Going back to the Fritchie, there it is. and she was just well within herself around the turn. That's got good guys, and just kicks away impressively. She responded by the time they hit the top of the stretch. She's pretty much done her best races on or just off on the lead or just off of it. I see a similar scenario. I just worry about the pressure she might get from Liz's Cable Girl early. She's in such good form right now. Will Miss Locust Point need one? She's proven she's won off of, a 280-day layoff. She can probably get it done again, but they're going to be targeting her up front.
So that was the Barbara Fritchie. You saw her winning in the snow last February. I almost went against her altogether. I didn't have her in my picks at all when I had Crab Cakes on top. Crab Cakes is out, so I had to use Miss Locust Point. I might be a total goof here, not just putting her on top. She is a Grade 2 winner. She's 4 for 4 here at Laurel Park. John Service, 22% with horses coming back off this kind of layoff. I'm not sure. She was the beaten favorite at Pimlico in the slot back in May, and then well beaten in the Grade 2 down at Gulfstream in the Princess Rooney in June. So I guess maybe from a gambling perspective, I'm just taking a shot against a favorite here. How about the 4, Late Night Powwow for a man, Javier Contreras, who used to be stabled here at Laurel. This 3-year-old filly, she's won 6 in a row, all of them at Charlestown. She's only run at Charlestown. She's 8 for 9. She's made a bunch of money at Charlestown as a West Virginia bred. The local, the Charlestown jockey, Freddie Peltrutre, comes to town to ride her. She's a closing sprinter, so if there's a fast early pace, Late Night Powwow is going to be coming late, looking for 7 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, incredible. What a job he's done. And finally he's going to step away from Charlestown, but got this horse a work over the racetrack. Strong in that 47, a bullet, breezing on November the 20th. Tecalita came out of that race at Charlestown to go to New York and absolutely gout. Now, granted, that was a wet track, but ran a good figure in doing so. So this is the real acid test now. You saw a horse like Moonlit Song last year come into a race like this, came into Maryland off of a similar kind of number, and she just didn't fare too well. Late Night Powwow might be a little different filly, though, for Contreras. And when he comes here, he means well. He's a trainer that used to be stabled here, if I'm not mistaken, right, Stan? Yeah, over the last couple of years, he's 3 for 14, 6 for 14 in the money. He feels the time is now, and we're going to get a chance to see for the 4 Late Night Powwow.
All right, so she's just one of many talented filly mares in the $100,000 Willow on the Move. Let's check out race 8, the $75,000 Geisha for Maryland-bred, Maryland-sired filly mares 3 and up. We're going a flat mile here in race 8. We have the defending champion in this race. She won this race last year.
Yes.
I have her on top, the 11, My Magician. Let's show you that win from last year, November 2017 in the Geisha. Here's My Magician. She wins this by 2 1/4.
Yeah, you're going to pick her out on the outside now, moving in the red silks, under some pressure with the red and white, the white blinkers. And Miss Nosy, that might have been the other Claudia, right, out on the front end, setting the pace, and a nice circling move for My Magician to get it done. About 5 wide, top of the stretch. And she's using the same kind of angle stand as last year. Big effort in the Maryland Million. Now stretches out to the Geisha. You see her here widening under pressure. This might be a little bit of a tougher field, you think, this year? And she is 0 for 4 on a wet track. And like I say, keep an eye on the weather, keep an eye on this racetrack, on this surface. I believe she's going to be a favorite here. I don't know if she's going to be a super strong favorite, but I like the angle now. She's 4th time off of a little bit of a break, progressing to this race, obviously targeting the Geisha. She's going to make a decent run from mid-pack.
Yeah, that good second. She was gaining ground on crab cakes in the Maryland Million distaff. I think that proved to me she's back in top form. The 11, My Magician, I think sitting on a big one. I think she gets up in the final stride today. Well, she got in front, turn of her home, and mid-stretch she got in front. She got in front mid-stretch there in the Geisha. So she's a closer. She'll be coming late with Joe Moore Torres. I have her on top. Yeah, the 8 you have on top, another broad. I don't blame you. A well-bred filly by Include. She's won 3 in a row. Her confidence is sky high right now for trainer Mike Trombetta and Julian Pimentel.
Yeah, this is the test here for her. I like what I've seen. And another one. She's 3 for 3 on an off track. I don't know if they've gotten to the bottom of her. Little light on experience. That's the question mark. But some of these other ones are kind of they're where they are. I think there's one more step for another broad. You watch her races visually. She's progressing very well for Trombetta and Fitzhugh LLC. Going to get some moisture in this racetrack. Have a little speed to target. Unfortunately, LeWeekend was taken out. I thought she was really going to add to the pace flow, which certainly will help the chances of the 9 Riley's Choice for Sagamore, who won the All-Brandy, taking off the turf last time out. But she's another one. She's going to be okay on a wet track. You look at her breeding. She's going to be the target, I believe. Maybe Haley Slip forces the issue as well. But a little upset here for the 8, another broad. Mike must think she's really doing well enough to take on these horses that have been through the allowance ranks.
All right, so you get a nice price there on another broad. She's got to beat the defending champion, My Magician, there in the Geisha. One more race to show you. Let's take a look here. Race 9 real quick. Maiden claiming 10,000, 3 and up. Going 6 furlongs. I go to the far outside here. The 14, Telecommunication, is taking a drop today for Jeremiah Engelhardt, who's 44% here at the meet. You get Vargas to ride. Second time blinkers today. This will be second time blinkers. Had improved early speed to last out against Maiden 20 at New York. That's the bottom up there at Aqueduct. I was going 7 furlongs. We cut back a little bit today on the drop to Maiden 10. We cut back to 6 furlongs. Maybe Vargas can get this 3-year-old gelding by Datalink to rate on the outside instead of going right to the front. Maybe Vargas breaking from the far outside can just sit second or third early on here with the 14 Telecommunication. Just looks like the best horse in the race.
Yeah, to me, looks like kind of give up mode. Let's maybe see if we can win and possibly lose him. Yep. I think he's going to be entertained up front by was it the Sammy Davis horse took a lot of money. Derek Parham, right? Brooklyn Sardi had speed in debut, got bet down to 2 to 1. This horse is going to be blinkers off. That he did wear blinkers in debut. That was our little faux pas. But I ran well against Peshin Knight, who I like, who's got a chance earlier in the card. Brooklyn Sardi, I think, takes it right to the favorite, softens that one up. We're going to set it up for a little bit of a price of the 6. Dr. Serrato, Katie Davis, Hugh McMahon. First time Hugh McMahon does well with this kind of move and this kind of layoff. Pulls the upset somewhere from mid-pack. Let's hope we can get a price here. Dr. Serrato.
First time gelding, Katie Davis, Hugh McMahon coming off the layoff. Get a nice price there on the 6, Dr. Serrato. That's it. We're out of time. Big Saturday on tap for you. Nice carryover into pick 6. That starts race 4. 2 stake races later on in the card. Keep your eye on the weather, and we'll keep you updated on any changes in the track condition. Good luck. Dave Robin coming up next with scratches and changes.
Good luck.